Windows 10, set Firefox as default when it does not show up in settings. I'm trying to set Firefox as the default browser on a Windows 10 PC, and when I go to settings equals default apps, the only options that appear are Edge and IE. Is there a way I can bypass this UI and simply manually select an.exe? I did see this question and tried the solution listed there: create a .html file, assign Firefox to open all .html files, but settings equals default app still does not list Firefox as an option. Apologies if proper etiquette round here is to necro an old question instead of re-asking. Edit: I am trying to make set Windows default web browser to Firefox. This is normally done via settings equals apps equals default apps, but for some reason Windows is not listing Firefox as an option.
Using the portable version of Firefox, I was able to make it appear in the list of web browser choices found at Settings, Apps, Default Apps. Within Firefox itself, navigate to Tools, Options, General, press Make Default. I found the same behavior with an installed version of the Firefox-based Pale Moon browser, so I doubt if my use of portable Firefox has any effect on the solution, but Run5k was right to point out that I should have noted this. Earlier versions of Firefox may have this setting elsewhere, for example Options, Advanced, General.
I have the same issue on my PC, with Firefox not being listed in the web browser section of the default apps part of settings. However, you can still change Firefox to the default web handler from this screen. It just takes a few extra steps. From the Choose Default Apps screen, scroll all the way down to the bottom and click on Set Defaults by App. In the following window, located at Control Panel / All Control Panel Items / Default Programs / Set Default Programs, choose Firefox from the list of programs. At the bottom of the window, click on Set this program as default. This will select all options that Firefox would normally set if you click the Make Default button in FF before Windows 10. Alternatively, you can click Choose Defaults for this program and select only the files / protocols you want Firefox to respond to. For me, this sets Firefox as the default web browser for everything I want, though for some weird reason it still won't list it as an available option in the web browser section.
Windows 10 Pro 64-bit v.1903 and Firefox v.70.0.1, 64-bit. How to add Firefox to the settings, default apps, web browser, choose an app window. Uninstall Firefox and install Firefox worked for me. I assume the update from v.1803 to v.1903 was where Firefox got lost. I don't know why it disappeared from the Choose an App window. The accepted answers Control Panel / All Control Panel Items / Default Programs / Set Default Programs takes me to Settings, Default Apps where Firefox does not exist at web browser, choose an app.
You can set the default app on the command prompt with ftype. Be sure to run command prompt as administration. First you need to know what the open command string is. Normally, you can find this with the command associates, .extension, but I'll give it to you for free. For .html files, the string is HTML. Now run the ftype command. Ftype HTML equals %program files %\Mozilla Firefox /Firefox.exe %1. Don't forget the %1. You're done. You should now be able to double-click an .html file in Windows Explorer, and it will open with Firefox.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.